Rust is a PvP game first and foremost, with only a few survival elements thrown in. For players who complain about being killed and robbed by stronger players, there's something naive or disingenuous about that. But then, a lot of us veteran players do still offer mercy, when there's every reason not to. You can tell I'm lagging a lot, which almost cost me, but I want to highlight an example of mercy in this video. I defeated this bowman who was loaded with enough supplies to build a starter base, and then I decided to give the guy his stuff back. Why would I do that? There was every reason not to. I could have used his loot for myself. If this guy had killed me instead of me killing him, I also don't think he would have given me my stuff back. This was not planned on my part. I was out roaming solo looking for fights. This guy was fair game. Really, I did this on impulse. But as I think about why I acted upon this impulse of mercy, I come up with 3 reasons. First, he was a good sport about it. If he had talked trash, I would have walked away. Second, he did make it clear that he was pretty crushed by losing all of his starter base materials. At this point in the wipe, I honestly didn't really need his stuff, and so I didn't really feel the loss of the loot hardly at all. My third and most important reason involves my own personal understanding of honor and gravitas. Let me make an analogy so that I can try to make it clear what I mean by gravitas. In ancient Rome, the great men of the day competed for gravitas, which means they competed to see who could have the best reputation. Wealth and military glory were part of it, yes, but not all of it. A private citizen, for example, who spent his own money to build a public temple or to pay for gladiatorial games would gain gravitas in the eyes of Rome. And so charitable works could increase gravitas. Offering mercy to a defeated enemy could also increase a man's gravitas. When Rome fell into civil war in the 1st century BCE, and the great Julius Caesar triumphed over his enemies, he pardoned a lot of the men who fought against him. If he had executed all of his enemies, nobody would have questioned Caesar. It would have been considered normal for Caesar to have killed all of them. But Caesar offered them mercy. He let them live. And by doing so, he gained gravitas. Caesar's message was clear. I won. You lost. I have everything. You have nothing. If I wanted to kill you, I would. I am all powerful. You have no power. I will let you live because I do not fear you. That was Caesar's message. By doing this, Caesar gained honor. I think many of us in Rust offer mercy to fallen enemies or fresh spawns for some of the same reasons that compelled Julius Caesar to spare his enemies. Of course, some Rust players want to be a Nero or Caligula, and mercy is simply not a word in their Rust vocabulary. Mercy can sometimes come back to bite you as well, just as it did for Julius Caesar. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm curious, what are your thoughts on giving gear back or sparing weaker enemies? Do you have any stories where you offered someone mercy, or they offered you mercy? I'd love to hear about them in the comments.